Okay, we're back soldering our fourth RC2014 module. This is the compact flash storage module. Thankfully, Spencer has already soldered the compact flash socket in place. That's one less thing to worry about. Like I said in the introduction, it's not beyond the wit of man to solder something like that with a standard soldering iron. It is a bit fiddly. I'd probably do that with drag soldering or something like that. There is a knack to it, but it's doable. The only other components here is a logic chip, 138, a 330 ohm resistor, and 4 1K resistors. So the 330 is this fella here. So it's 2 orange stripes and a brown, and the 1Ks are brown, black, red. It's got 4 of those, and there's the obligatory 100. I think it's 100 nanofarad. Oh no, I've got the wrong cap here. The 100 picofarad. Let me just check a second, hang on. Okay, that's interesting. I've actually got a slightly different version of the board here. I might have to double check. There's 2 extra components here at the bottom, the 100 picofarad and 100 ohm resistor here, R6. That's the 100 nanofarad decoupling cap for the logic chip, I assume. Interesting. Okay, well, I'll solder what I've got, and I'll look into those 2 extra components near the end of the video. Yeah. The only thing probably worth mentioning here is the LED. This has a polarity like any other diode. It is a light emitting diode. Positive is usually indicated by the longer of the 2 pins. So that's the negative, or the cathode, shorter pin. And that's the positive, or the anode, the longer pin. The other tell is the negative, and this is difficult to see, especially on smaller LEDs, is that the cathode is usually flattened on the LED casing. The only thing missing in this picture is the header, and that doesn't need to be trimmed, while the end one needs to be trimmed off, because this is the only board in the Pro that doesn't require the enhanced bus. It's a standard bus. So let's chop that end pin off there. Just nibble away at it so we don't take too much off. You will come off. Let me go and retrieve that. Don't want to stand on that, I'll get that sucked into the Hoover, do we now? Right, so let's get soldering. I'll do the header pins and the chip socket first. Let's go to fast forward. There we go. That's all nice and hunky-dory. Yeah, let's get these discrete soldered in now. So the chip socket, I like the other board, faces left. Okay. Let's start off with the LED. So the cathode, the negative, is the short leg. That's conveniently marked up on the board. So short leg to negative on the left hand side. Let's get that pushed in. Bend the legs a little bit. Let's get this fella soldered in. Straight, hopefully. I can always straighten it up afterwards. Just do one leg first. I can get it level. Wonky LEDs. That's not a good look, is it? You want your blinking lights to be level. That's it. Perfect. Just reflow that again. Let's get the other one done. It does pay to take a little bit more care when soldering. The finished article would look a lot better. Let's just trim those. 1, 2. Let's put the decoupling cap in before we forget. That's 100 nanofarad. Just goes in here. Next to the chip socket. As ever, positioning it so it can read the component value in future. Always come in handy. 1. Oh, no, it's gone up the leg. 2, there we go. Get that trimmed. What's next? We've got a 330 resistor. Component legs bent. I do have a former for this, but starting the bend off with the needle nose pliers seems to be working quite well. Do that in here. Maybe I need to do a tighter bend on this. Can I do a tighter bend on this? Try that again. Start the bend as close to the component as possible. There we go. That's better. That's better. Needs a bit of encouraging. Pull it through so it's level with the board. There we go. Good swing there from the soldering iron. Swing. That's that one done. Right, it's the remaining 4. What are they, 1K resistors? See if we can get the bend closer to the body of the resistor this time. There we go. Makes it easier to get them in. Right, I'll skip to fast forward now, and I'll see you at the other side of putting these resistors in. Right, that's all the components by the chip on the bill of materials inserted and soldered in. I really need to find out about these two fellas here, the 100 picofarad and the 100 ohm resistor. Find out whether they're important. So I'll just see whether I can find anything, the files online, because the documentation doesn't seem to indicate anything on the RC2014 website. So there may be more up-to-date drawings or schematics on GitHub. So just bear with me 1 second. Okay, I couldn't find anything obvious online, so I'm going to declare this board complete, and I might come back to it later if there's any further information. I'll reach out to Spencer on Twitter and find out whether he can shed any light on that, or the community can shed any light on it. So I just need to stick in this multiplexer here, the 138, and then the board's done. So 138, there's quite a handful of these on here, there we go, 138, notch to the left, the ubiquitous sheet, bending of the pins, get it in the socket, I should do it, and in we go. Job, as they say, is a good one. Okay, so with regards to the missing component values, I've just spoken to Spencer on Twitter, and he said yes, they are required. Otherwise, it won't read the compact flash module, which is kind of its raison d'etre, isn't it? So I better put those in. As it happens, the components are in the bag. So there's 100 picofarad capacitor, which looks like this fella, with the marking 101K, so it's a 101, which is 100 picofarad. And there's a 100 ohm resistor, whose colour codings are brown, black, brown, with gold for tolerance, 5%. So I'm going to get these soldered in now before I forget. You will go in. Testing. Make this really. I've got my magnifying glasses on. There we go. Right, so that's the resistor. Oh, bending everything. That's a bit of a tight squeeze like that, isn't it? So, because I am putting it in the run hole like a muppet. Right, let's try that again. There we go. Resistor goes in the right hole. R for resistor, R for right. That's more like it. Bend the legs. See how level that is. Yeah, that'll do. Close enough. and the capacitor goes in the left hand side, like so. Oh, there you go, dropping the microphone there. Let's try that again. There it is. Just make sure, double check I've got the right one. That fella goes in here, like so. Oh, come on. There we go. Bend the legs, bendy the legsy. That'll be fine. Soldering irons up to temperature, get the solder, and I'll get this done. I thought I'd better tack this on the end of this video, just in case you make the same mistake I do and don't watch any further videos I do on the subject and miss out on this goodness. Alright, 1. 2. 3. Let's do that one again. There we go. And the last one. 4. Right. Okay. That is truly done now. That is truly done. Excellent. Right. Trim the legs and we'll end this segment. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you like what I'm doing, then please subscribe to my channel. Yeah, have to take a look at the other videos in this series. I'll put a link at the end of this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.